Neological, neorealism, nepotic, nerval, nerved, nervelessly, nerve cell, nervously, nestful, netball, netbios, nethermore, netiquette, net news, net police, nettlefish, netwear, neurasthenia, neurasthenic, neurites, neuroleptic, neurological, neurophysiology, neurotically, neutrino, never falling, newborn, newlywed, newsflash, newsgroup, newshawk, newshound, newsy, newsman, newspaperman, newspaperwoman, newsreader, newsreel, newswoman, newsworthy, news bulletin, news cameraman, news editor, news girl, news reader, Newtonian, new cointed, new day, new fallen, new laid, new moon, New Testament, new town, new world, NHS, NI, niacin, nibs, nicked-plated, nickeliferous, knicker, nictating membrane, NIF, NIFI, NIV, Nigeria, nights, night spot, nightstand, nightstick, nightwear, night boat, nightcap, night cloud, nightlife, night porter, night rail, night robber, night safe, night shirt, night singer, night table, night tide, night walking, night watcher, nigrify, nim, 90s, ninny hammer, nibbed, nibbed, nirvana, Nisenhut, Nisus, knitted, knitly, nitpicking, nitrogenous, nitty-gritty, nitpicking, NNP, Noah, Nobelium, Noctograph, Noctavision, nocturnally, notice, nodulus, noesis, noetics, Noggy, Nohamadonism, noiseful, noiselessly, noiseproof, noisets, noisily, nomen, non, nonagon, nonatomic, non-bearing, nonchalantly, non-combatant, non-conforming, non-dazzle, non-essential, none-such, nonetheless, non-permeable, non-political, non-profit, non-religious, nonsensically, non-transferable, non-voter, non-admission, non-arrival, non-committally, non-communicable, non-compos mentis, non-contributory, non-drinker, non-driver, non-durable, non-ego, non-event, non-fattening, non-fiction, non-inflammable, non-iron, non-logical, non-nuclear, non-operational, non-payment, non-performance, non-proliferation, non-radical, non-returnable, non-reversible, non-sectarian, non-sensitive, non-sequitur, non-smoker, non-smoking, non-specialist, non-specific, non-starter, non-stick, non-swimmer, non-symmetrical, non-transportable, non-U, non-vascular, non-verbal, non-violence, non-violent, non-voting, non-white, normalization, normotensive, erosion, northbound, northernmost, northwest, northwester, north country, north countryman, north pole, NOS, nosebleed, nosed, nosebag, nose cone, nosedive, nose flute, nose wheel, nosh up, nosily, nosiness, nostalgically, notarize, notarized, notelet, notepad, noticeably, notoriously, noblemanly, November, novator, novella, novena, noviceship, noxiously, nozzleman, no ball, no claims bonus, no go, no nonsense, no par, no show, np, enrolling, nsb, ensfnet, nspcc, nt, nth, ntsc, new bus, nuceli, nuka, nuclear disarmament, nuclear family, nuclear war, nuclear winter, nucleated, nucleole, nucleoli, nucleon, nudie, nudist camp, nuff, nuke, numbering, number plate, numbly, numerable, numeracy, numerate, numerically, numeric coprocessor, numinous, numlock, nummery, numulites, nuncius, nuncle, nunnage, nuptials, nurser, nursery nurse, nursery slope, nursery stakes, nursing, nutritional, nutritionally, nutritionist, nuts, nutter, nuttiness, nutting, nutcase, nuthouse, NW, nyctalope, nyctalops, nymphia, nymphia, nymphian, nymphomania, nymphosis, nymphosis, officially, officiousness, oakery, oaky, oak paper, oak plum, oak potato, oak spangle, oak tree, oak wart, obe, orium, or feathers, OAS, Oasal, Oau, Ob, obconic, obcurrent, obduction, obdurateness, ob, obiamin, obediently, obeisantly, obelice, obeseness, obeyer, obiter dictum, habitual, objectionableness, objectionably, objectus, objectively, objectivize, objectivize, objectize, object teaching, objet d'art, oblanceolate, oblast, obliged, obligement, obliger, obligingly, obligingness, obliquation, obliquely, obliqueness, oblique angle, obliquitous, obliterative, obliviously, oblongish, oblongly, obnoxiously, obnubilate, obnubilation, obovate, obovoid, obpyramidal, obpyriform, obscenely, obscurantic, obscurely, obscureness, obsequiously, observability, observantly, observed, observingly, obsessional, obsessively, obsessiveness, obsidianal, obsolescently, obsolescentness, obstinately, obstinateness, obstreperously, obstructor, obstructor, obstruent, obtainer, obtected, obtruder, obtrusively, obtundant, obtusely, obtuse angle, obviation, obviously, obviousness, obvoluted, OC, occasional table, occidentalese, occidentality, occidentalization, occludent, occluser, occultistic, occultly, occulty, occupied, occurrence, oceanaria, oceanarium, oceanariums, ocean-going, Oceania, oceanographically, oceanophilus, Oceanography. Ocellar. Ocellation. Ocelliferous. Ocellatrous. Ocelot. Ock. Okie. Ochre. Ochreous. Ochre. Ochlesis. Ochlocratical. Ochone. Ochrea. Ocrete. Ochroid. Och. OCR. Ochrea. Ochreaceous. Ochree. Ochreate. Ochrealec. October. Octa. Octagonal. Octagonally. Octagonous. Octal. Octometer. Octandrous. Octane number. Octoploid. Octarch. Octavalent. Octennially. Octode. Octogenous. Octolateral. Octonicular. Octopt. Octopede. Octopitalis. Octoploid. Octopod. Octopoda. Octopodus. Octoradiate. Octocephalus. Octosporus. Octostyle. Ocal. Ocularly. Oculi. Oculiferous. Oculiform. Oculo. Oculomotor. Oculonasal. Oculus. Oddball. Oddment. Oddness. Oddbod. Odd even. Odd jobs. Odd job man. Odd looking. Odd pinnate. Odd toad. Odic. Odist. Odonate. Odontalgic. Odontic. Odontist. Odontobathrian. Odontoclast. Odontogeny. Odontolith. Odontologist. Odontophore. Odontoplast. Odontoragia. Odontoscope. Odorant. Odoriferously. Odoriferousness. Odorize. Odorize. Odorously. Odorousness. OECD. Ecisis. Ecium. Ecoid. Ecological. Ecumenic. Edemedin. Edible. Edibly. Oedipus complex. Allotrophic. OEM. Enanthic. Enanthilic. Enological. Enologist. Onology. Enomania. Enophile. Enophilist. Estradiol. Estriol. Estrogenic. Estrogenically. Ostrone. Ostrous. Estruation. Ovra. Offensively. Offhand. Offhand. Offhandedly. Offhandness. Office block. Office seeker. Officiant. Officiary. Officinally. Officiously. Officially. Offshore. Offside. Offspur. Offstage. Offtake. Off-brand. Off-center. Off-color. Off-cut. Off-day. Off-diagonal. Off-falling. Off-flow. Off-gauge. Off-grade. Off-handedly. Off-heat. Off-hour. Off-key. Off-lap. Off-limits. Offload. Off-peak. Off-period. Off-putting. Off-response. Off-season. Offset. Offshoot. Offspring. Off-street. Off-time. Off-year. Oft-times. Ogling. Ohms. Oidiophore. Oidiospore. Oidium. Oikoid. Oikological. Oikology. Oikoplast. Oikos. Oikocyte. Oildom. Oilery. Oilily. Oil paper. Oil bearing. Oil cake. Oil cloth. Oil dried. Oil factory. Oil field. Oil fired. Oil gauge. Oil heat. Oil holder. Oil loading. Oil overflow. Oil painter. Oil palm. Oil plant. Oil proof. Oil resisting. Oil rig. Oil skin. Oil slick. Oil tank. Oil tanker. Oil tight. Oil treat. Oil tree. Oil way. Oil well. Okay. Oka. Okay. Oldie. Old squaw. Old wife. Old age. Old boy. Old English. Old fashioned. Old folks home. Old girl. Old lady. Old lag. Old maid. Old man. Old man's beard. Old salt. Old school. Old school tie. Old stager. Old sweat. Old woman. Old world. Ole. Olea. Oleakie. Oleaginously. Oleate. Olecranal. Olecranon. Olefiant. Olefin. Oleiferous. Oleophilic. Oleoresinous. Oleosaccharum. Oleose. Oleus. Oleum. Olevel. Olfactive. Olfactometer. Olibanum. Oligocanthus. Oligandrous. Oligarchist. Oligocardia. Oligocheat. Oligochetus. Oligoclase. Oligodynamic. Oligogalactia. Oligogene. Oligogenic. Oligoglia. Oligolectic. Oligomer. Oligomeric. Oligomerous. Oligomonorrhea. Oligonervous. Oligophagus. Oligophagy. Oligophyletic. Oligophilous. Oligopod. Oligopoly. Oligopyrene. Oligosomal. Oligospermatism. Oligospermous. Oligosporous. Oligothermic. Oligotrophic. Oliguresis. Oliva. Olivaceous. Olivinate. Olive oil. Olivinic. Olia. Ology. OM. Omadhon. Omasum. Umbilic. Umbratropism. Ombraful, Ombraphile, Ombraphobe, Ombudsman, Omend, Omer, Omicron, Omittance, Amatromes, Omitium, Omatidial, Omatidium, Omatophore, Omatophorus, Omnicompetence, Omnidirectional, Omnificent, Omniform, Omniformity, Omnipercipence, Omnipotency, Omodicea, Omphalic, Omphaloceal, Omphilodium, Omphilogenesis, Omphiloid, Omphiloidium, Omphilomesenteric, Omphalotomy, Onagraceae, Onagracious, Onanistic, Onchocerciasis, Onchocerciasis, Onchosphere, Oncogene, Oncogenesis, Oncogenic, Oncogenicity, Oncogenous, Oncologic, Oncologist, Oncosphere, Oncospore, Oncotomy, Ondograph, Ondoscope, Oniric, Oniridynia, Onirology, One another, One-armed bandit, One-celled, One-dimensional, One frequency, One gene, One-liner, One-man band, One-man show, One-off, One P, One pair back, One pair front, One piece, One shot, One-sidedly, One star, One-storied, One-to-one, One-two, One-up, One-upmanship, One-way, Onhoog, Onlie, Online, Onliness, Onlooking, Ono, Onocentaur, Onomasticon, Onomatology, Onomatopoeia, Onomatopy, Onrushing, Onside, Onstage, Ontic, Ontogenetically, Onychia, Onychium, Onychias, Onychogenic, Onychoid, Onychophoran, Anemone, On behalf, Online, On period. Oa carp. Oa center. Oa signet. Oa cyst. Oasha. Oasium. Oa gamete. Oa genetic. Oagonial. Oagonium. Oid. Oakinesis. Oolith. Oaphor. Oaphoridium. Oaphoron. Oaphyte. Oaphidic. Oaplasm. Oaplasmic. Oaplast. Oops. Oasporangium. Oatheca. Oathece. Oathecal. Oatocoid. Oatocus. Ootype. Oozoite. Oozoid. Op. Opalesce. Opaquely. Opaque. Opening night. Opening time. Opening up. Open work. Open book. Open book examination. Open cast. Open check. Open day. Open-ended. Open-handedly. Open-heartedly. Open-hearted surgery. Open hearth. Open letter. Open loop. Open market. Open-mindedly. Open plan. Open prison. Open question. Open sandwich. Open university. Open verdict. Open vowel. Operability. Operand. Operant. Operating system. Operationalism. Operationalist. Operations room. Opera ballet. Operculation. Operculiform. Operculogenous. Operettist. Operon. Ophitism. Ophiocephalus. Ophiolator. Ophiolatrous. Ophiologic. Ophiological. Ophiologist. Ophiomorphous. Ophiophagus. Ophidic. Ophitism. Ophiuroid. Ophthalmocele. Ophthalmogyric. Opinionable. Opinionatedness. Opinionative. Opinionatively. Opinionativeness. Opinionist. Opinion poll. Opisthe branch. Opisthotum. Opistoglypha. Opisthognathes. Opisthotic. Opophilous. Op. Opponents. Opportunely. Opposed. Opposer. Opposite affoliate. Oppressively. Opprobriously. Ops. Opsin. Opsonification. Opsonify. Opsonus. Opsonization. Opsonize. Optically. Optical art. Optical illusion. Opticator. Opticist. Optic disc. Optimality. Optimate. Optimize. Optimistically. Optimizer. Optoseal. Optoelectronics. Optogram. Opulently. OP art. OPCIT. Aura. Orage. Orage. Orangeade. Orange squash. Orang-outan. Oratrix. Orbicularis. Orbiter. Orbitomolar. Orbitonosyl. Arcadian. ORCH. Orcharding. Orchesis. Orchesography. Orchestral pit. Orchestral stalls. Orchic. Orchidaceae.